Hello there, my virtual friends. Today, I'm going to be talking about the first of 7 steps to purchasing your next home. Purchasing a home is a great investment that provides many financial advantages, such as building equity, asset diversification, and tax benefits. Whether you are looking to purchase a new home or an investment property, this video will definitely help. The first step is to define your goals and research your options. Buying a home is a huge commitment, so don't underestimate the importance of preparation. When considering your ideal home, create a series of goals that help clearly define the type of home you envision. Do classic or contemporary styles homes appeal to you? What are the surrounding schools like? What type of community do you prefer? Rural areas with a few neighbors or high-rise buildings in the city? How much space do you need and why? Which is more critical for you in a home, location, size, or features? Outlining these key points will help you narrow things down when you begin your home search. The second step in purchasing your home is to select a realtor. As a realtor, my job is to make your transaction as smooth as possible. Please remember, as a buyer, working with a realtor does not cost you anything. When sellers add their home to the market, they agree to pay realtor fees up front. All homes differ, and so do contracts, terms, financing options, inspection requirements, and closing costs. No two transactions are alike. When choosing a realtor, it's important to work with someone you can trust. A good realtor is knowledgeable about the local market. They know what homes are available, how much they cost, and how those numbers compare in previous years. As your realtor, I will set up a plan of action through an analysis of your needs, wants, finances, and the current housing market. I will personally assist you in conducting your search to find neighborhoods and homes that match your requirements. During your time at the marketplace, I will update and alert you to each step in the transaction process. With Coldwell Banker and me by your side, you can rest assured that we are doing everything possible to provide a smooth transaction from the initial contact all the way through closing. The third step to purchasing your home is to get pre-approved. It is imperative that you get pre-approved for a loan before you start viewing homes with the intention to buy. Getting pre-approved involves meeting with the lender of your choice and authorizing them to examine your current financial situation and credit history. Following your financial review, the lender will let you know if you are pre-approved for a loan and at what amount. The lender will then provide you with a pre-approval letter in which you will give to your realtor when you have decided on a home you would like to make an offer on. If you are not approved, work with the lender to determine what you need to do to position yourself for a home in the future. If you are unsure on how to go about getting pre-approved, I am more than happy to point you in the right direction. The fourth step in purchasing your home is house shopping. My favorite part, by the way. Before you begin looking at homes, it is important to define your home preferences. That means distinguishing between your must-haves and your like-to-haves. Take a quick minute to write down a list of your wants and needs. Once you have narrowed down your search a bit, you will begin receiving listings from the multiple listing service. You will be able to view multiple homes and their details online, as well as view neighborhood info. Homes may appear similar online, but can actually be very different in person in terms of design, layout, workmanship, and many other aspects. As your realtor, I will assist you with any questions and provide expert analysis and set up a walkthrough of homes that you believe will suit your needs. The fifth step is to make an offer and negotiate with the seller. Once you have found a home you like, it will be time to submit an offer, which will be written up in our local contract. These local contracts enable you to specify a sale price and also include many clauses for specifying various terms of purchase, such as the closing and possession dates, your deposit amount, and other conditions. I will carefully review these clauses with you to ensure they express your desired offer. In addition, I will be happy to address any and all questions about the offer process. Once your offer has been written, I will submit it to the seller or the seller's representative. At this point, the seller can accept your offer, reject it, or counter it to initiate the negotiation process. Successive counter offers with deadlines for responding and meeting conditions will be exchanged between you and the seller until a mutually satisfactory pending agreement is reached or the negotiations collapse. The sixth step is to secure your financing. Once you have a pending agreement, it's time to go back to your chosen lender to finalize your mortgage details so you can close the deal. This means finalizing your down payment, interest rate, regular payment schedule, and any other financial conditions associated with the closing. As noted in the video on loan pre-approval, if you've already been qualified with the lender for a certain loan and home purchase, this phase of finding your new home should be a relatively straightforward matter that centers around finalizing the loan details and signing the mortgage papers. The seventh step is closing the deal. You're in the home stretch now. If you've officially taken care of everything connected with purchasing your new home, the experience of taking ownership will be a positive one. There are 3 main steps to closing on your next home. It'll be getting a title search, the final walkthrough, and the settlement statement. Getting a title search consists of an historical review of all legal documents relating to ownership of the property. That's to ensure that there are no claims against the title of the property. It's also necessary to purchase title insurance in case the records contain an error or there are mistakes in the review process. The second step, which is the final walkthrough, is when you'll be given a chance to look at the home to make sure it's in the same condition as when you signed the sale agreement. And last but not least, the settlement statement, which typically is something that you sign on closing day. You'll either go to a lawyer's office, your realtor's office, or any other mutually agreed upon location to verify and sign all the paperwork required to complete the transaction. The settlement statement will include signing the documents for the loan, paying your closing costs, legal fees, and proration of taxes and fees. At this point, you'll receive the property, title, and copies of all documentation pertaining to the purchase. Typically, the closing date and possession date are the same, in which you will exchange keys and are able to move into your new home. In some cases, the possession date can fall within a couple of days after the closing date. And last but not least, it's time to celebrate. You're officially a homeowner.